Happy New Year, y'all. Just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I hope you all had a good New Year's Eve and good New Year's Day. I just got off of work, coming home. I'm going to try to get in a little of that New Year's food, make a pot of black-eyed peas. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Not much really here on the home front. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen me make these before, but I'm going to start out with some bacon. Just saute this off here in the pot. Heavy cast iron Dutch oven. You want to get your bacon sauteed in here. You can use your ham hocks, either one. I don't have any of those. I just like to use bacon here. So you just want to fry this bacon down nice and good in here and just keep it going. The bacon's cooked down like this. See? Starting to crisp up a little bit. We're going to drain some of this bacon grease out of here and move on. The grease drain, I'm going to add a little bit of this Mirepoix here. Just a bit, I happen to have it. Some left over, not much. And just kind of stir it around. Cook it a little bit. Now this had a chance to cook down here for a minute. Start adding some of these peas. First. I like to use frozen ones. Of course fresh is best. We don't have fresh this time of year. Trying to get them everywhere. And stir that around just for a second. That's kind of like to get these coated in some of that oil and get that bacon mixed up around in there. Look at that. Man, this thing's going to be good. Wow. Look at that. There we go. Get mixed up like that. Then I'm going to add some chicken stock, beef stock, chicken stock, whatever you want to use. This just helps to give it a little flavor instead of just using water. Just going to stir that around. Might add a little bit of water to this if we can quite enough liquid. Well, just enough to cover them. Then we're going to try to bring this to a boil and let it boil about 3 to 5 minutes. Coming to a boil, I'm going to start some cornbread. I had this skillet in the oven, and I put some of those bacon drippings in here and kind of, scoot them around so they would oil that pan. We're going to pour this cornbread mixture in here, which I usually use Martha White cornbread mix. I find it to be about the best out there that you can buy, pre-mixed down. Sorry, I know I'm all in the way here. But I don't want to spill this stuff all down in my range. It's a heck of a mess if you do that. And see, that's what you do. I follow that Martha White instructions. It's set for the fact that I'll do a couple things different I'll tell you about. Okay, sorry, I had to get that cornbread all out of there. Anyway, what I do different, and I've done a video on this before, I think. I take the Martha White cornbread mix, go to their directions on the back, and I think what it says is you want to make sure, I think 1.5 cups of the Martha White cornbread mix. I use 2 cups. It says use 1 cup of flour, all purpose. I use 1 cup, that's fine. Then where it calls for a 1/4 cup of sugar, put that in there. I use, let's see, it calls for a cup of milk. I use buttermilk, not just milk. And try to get the full fat buttermilk if you can instead of low fat. It's going to take a little bit more milk than that, so keep your little jar of buttermilk there on the side. It says a 1/4 cup of oil. I don't use oil. I use a 1/4 cup of melted butter. Put that in there. Also, it says preheat your oven to 450 degrees. I always preheat my cast iron skillet in there with the oven with some oil in the bottom, this time bacon grease. The reason you do that, my grandmother taught me that trick. That's what gives you that nice crust on your cornbread and keeps it from sticking. When you put that cornbread mix in that hot cast iron skillet, it forms a crust. So that's what I do different. Oh, and I also put a little can of hot peppers in mine too, chopped green chilies, if you like that sort of thing. Okay, now it just came to a boil. That's good. What we want to do is we want to boil this for 3 minutes. This is a critical step. You've got to boil these a little bit. So I'm going to set my timer up here for 3 minutes. Oh shoot, that messed up the cornbread. Where was the cornbread at? I think it was 16 minutes. We just had to do the math on this one. So about 13 minutes we'll cut this off a bowl. So now if they boil for 3 minutes, I'm going to take them down to a simmer. We're going to cover them and let them go for 40 minutes. Okay, so I just popped the cornbread out. I didn't show you putting this divider thing in there, but it took about 25 minutes on that cornbread. And just gotta be real careful. Oh, by the way, these things, no, you don't ever want to just grab a hot cornbread pot with just that. No, I mean, I was barely grabbing it. You want to use that and this pot holder to get them out of the oven. Anyway, so I mean, it just goes to show you, look at that thing, it caught on fire once on there. You just want to let this sit out while we finish our peas over here. Look at them, that's just what you want to see. Do like that, stir them every about 10 or 15 minutes for about 45 minutes. So we've been cooking, simmering about 40 minutes with these black eyes. We'll go ahead, these black eyed peas, and turn them off. Stir them a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them soak up, just sit here, come in temperature, soak up some of that juice as they decline in temperature. So I'm going to let them sit here about 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, while they're sitting there, you can go ahead and salt them a little bit. Sprinkle some of this sea salt or whatever in here. Put a little extra salt and stir it in. Be a good time too to add a little Cajun seasoning, you know, whatever you want for seasoning, salt. We'll stir that out and just let them sit. Okay, now that these been sitting, oh wow, it's fabulous. You can drain all the juice out of here before you store them or something, but for me, I like to have that juice, put that cornbread in. That's just awesome. Give me a hot piece of that cornbread. I like to serve that up just like that with that cornbread right down there. Them black-eyed peas. That is fabulous. Go ahead and taste them real quick. You can't make no better black-eyed peas than that. Especially when you get your black-eyed peas and your cornbread. That is some kind of fun. I'm telling you what. Especially that bacon, that dripping cornbread like that. But thank y'all so much. Now, I appreciate y'all following me this past year of 2013. Let's hope we have a great 2014 together. Rock on, y'all. I really appreciate it.